Hey everyone, I'm back. For those of you who have not met me, my name is Tamara and I am the owner and founder of the beauty and travel blog Loverofshades. So today I'm actually not doing a beauty tutorial. I'm actually going to do a quick hair tutorial. So as you can see, we're just going to jump right into it, you guys. As you can see, I have box braids in my hair, as probably many of you also do. During the summertime, it's hot. Nobody feel like doing their hair like that, or your hair is acting crazy. So you get a protective style, and box braids is one of the best protective styles, or one of the most easiest protective styles that you can get. However, what I feel like a lot of people don't really understand or don't really know how to do is how to make sure you wash your hair, or how to properly wash your hair while you have box braids installed. So that's what I'm showing you today. Now I already put conditioner in with my water. The only thing that I have to do now is put in the apple cider vinegar. So I'm going to do that right now. Now what you could do if you're not sure, this is your very first time doing this, is you could actually take a tablespoon and put in 2 to 3 tablespoons of your choice, but also just keep in mind how much water you're using, because remember, however much apple cider vinegar you're putting in the bottle, you need to put twice the amount of water, okay? So normally they say 1 part apple cider vinegar, 2 parts water, or 2 parts apple cider vinegar, which I don't recommend, and then you'll do 4 parts water, okay? So I'm just going to pour because I'm used to doing this. I'm not going to put too much. And that's enough. I might do just a tad bit more. So I put probably like a tablespoon and maybe a quarter. Now I'm going to put the nozzle. If you don't have the top, that's fine. Just cover it with your finger. But I'm going to tie the nozzle part back onto the bottle. Make sure it's tight. Clean it off if you have any excess running down. And remember, just hold the top. Make sure the top is fully secure. And you're just gonna shake it. And you should smell that apple cider vinegar because it's not the lightest smell, okay? The reason why I suggest you put conditioner in is just because you need something. Remember that apple cider vinegar is going to cut through the dirt, the oil, the sweat, like the old dried up sweat, all that crap. So you need something else also to soothe your hair. So that's why I recommend the conditioner, okay? So what you're going to do at this point is, in front of a mirror, you're going to just go through each side. And this is what the nozzle's for, because you don't want to oversaturate your hair. The main purpose of this is just to cleanse your scalp. You see what I'm doing? And then as I cleanse my scalp, as I put the products into my scalp, I'm literally just rubbing it in, okay? Now I have a lot of box braids, so I actually go through each row and make sure I have enough product. And again, sometimes it does run, that's why you have a towel. And I'm just literally rubbing it in. I don't want to oversaturate my hair because again, it's going to take longer to dry. The main purpose is I just want to make sure my scalp is cleansed. As you can see, I'm not even pouring that much product. I'm making sure it's just enough to cover my scalp. And you're gonna go along your whole head like this. So I normally do the front first, and then I do the back. And if you feel like any area didn't get enough of the mixture, just apply some more, it's simple. So So I'm just going to, for the purpose of time, I'm just going to speed up this video, but you get the gist. You simply take the bottle with the mixture. It's supposed to be water, more parts of water, conditioner, as well as apple cider vinegar in here. Make sure it's thoroughly shaken, and then you just apply it throughout your hair. I'm going to speed it up for the sake of time. Okay guys, I'm back. So I don't know if you can see, it's quite wet in the front. So what I did was I took my bottle and I went ahead and saturated my whole hair with the mixture. Now what I'm doing is I'm just going over it one more time. I already did the back again, but right now what I'm doing is I'm basically reapplying the mixture. Now mind you, be careful you guys, because these things are slick and could try to get in your eye. Now what I'm doing is I'm kind of, because I have nails, so I'm kind of just going along my scalp, not the braid, the scalp. And I'm just lightly, you know, like doing like a massage, but also making sure I get that dirt up. Because the dirt for the most part will hide underneath your braid, like the actual braid, and in between, in the scalp, in between the parts. You'll feel that buildup. So I'm pretty much making sure that buildup comes up. So when it's time to rinse my hair, listen, this mixture today, it normally doesn't do this. This mixture today is dying to get in my eye. And of course it will wait till I'm recording on YouTube. So you see how I'm like lightly scratching, but I'm also giving a massage. Because there's dirt. I know for a fact that there's buildup. So I just want to make sure I get it fully out. Now like I said, I already did the back of my head, so I just want to make sure I get the front. So I just want to quickly go over the technique, just in case you didn't understand in the when I was recording by the sink. So what you want to do is, depending on how long your braids are, you might feel better doing it, rinsing out your hair in sections. So what you can do is you could literally take your hair and you could put it into 2 sections like so, or you could even do 4 if you still don't feel comfortable. What I did was I did 4. So what you do is you hold your braids out like this. You could take a bowl. I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. You could take a bowl. So what you do is, after you have your hair like this, you take the bowl, you can fill it up with water, and what you do is you're simply running the water through the scalp. So you're just going to pour it literally right here, and it's going to run through the scalp. And you would do that in all 4 sections. Or, and like an idiot, I left my water bottle over by the sink. Or you could still do the same 4 sections, however, take your water bottle, so I'll just use my oil as the water bottle, and just squeeze the water throughout your scalp, and there you could really get in between those braids, and then just make sure, you know, you rub it through to make sure that the water is out. How you're going to know that you successfully rinsed your hair and especially got all that excess and that apple cider vinegar, the conditioner, the water out of your scalp, is you simply, the same way I told you to kind of like rub or do that massage, I literally take my nails and I just go along and I see if I have buildup. If I don't have buildup, then I know that, you know, I got everything out. If I do have buildup, then that means I need to rinse it a little bit more. So what you could do is, I rinse it twice, each section twice. So the first time I rinse it, I'm literally going through with my fingers, and I'm making sure that like all that dirt, all that conditioner, all that apple cider vinegar and everything is at least up to the surface so it could get rinsed out. The second time I rinse it, I'm strictly making sure, okay, now this is out off of my scalp, off of my hair, okay? So now since we finished, the only section that is wet is right here, everything right here. And of course down here, because you know my scalp goes down here. So only the scalp and like the first several inches is wet. So now I have 2 recommendations, and you could do both or you could just do either one. I like to, because my hair, again, you know, the tighter my braids are, like my scalp could produce like a lot of backup and also flicks. So I literally took some jojoba oil and rubbed it against my palms, and I'm just going to apply it like this. You could also, if you want, spray it in random areas of your hair. Just make sure you work it through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mousse. This is by Creme Nature Argan Oil. However, feel free to use whatever mousse you're most comfortable with. And what you're going to do is put it around your head and just rub it in with your fingers. Now you don't have to rub it in until it disappears. It will absorb, your hair will absorb it, and it will go away on its own. But this is like one of my key factors. And I'm only really putting it on the areas that I know for a fact are wet. I'm not putting it on my dry areas because it doesn't need it, okay? It's okay. Now the last option is, which I put off to the side, is you could use a blow dryer. Now what I like to do, just because I don't want to go to bed with my hair wet or anything like that, because braids do take a while to dry, I don't dry my hair to where it's 100% dry. I just make sure that it's mostly dry, and then I let the rest air dry. So I'm going to just blow dry it to where it's at least 50 to 85% dry, okay? Now you could use the cold option, like the cold air. You can also use hot. I'm going to use a little bit of heat, but then the rest I'm gonna put on cold. So right now I'm gonna use the heat. Okay guys, so I went ahead and put my hair in a small satin scarf. The reason why I did that was because I still want to allow my hair a chance to air dry. When I go to bed later this evening, I'm actually going to get a bigger satin scarf and I'm going to tie it all the way around. Therefore, it can really help my hair just kind of set down. Now again, you know, it's not mandatory, but I highly recommend that you use the mousse as well as the oil. That just really helps set your braids and make sure it battles as much frizziness as possible. But that's pretty much my technique. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if this is something that you have done before. If not, please go ahead and try it. Let me know what you think, if it worked for you, if it didn't work for you, but I hope it did. This works for me most of the time. Of course, nothing is 100% foolproof. However, this does give me the peace of mind knowing that my hair is properly washed while I have box braids installed. If you have any comments or questions, please drop them in the comment box below. Please do not worry. I'm going to list all the products that I used today in the description box below for you to follow the technique. Please go ahead and follow me on social media. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, but you can also find me on my Facebook. I have a professional page, which is Lover of Shades. You could also find me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Loverofshades. And then please go ahead and go over to my blog, which is loverofshades.com, and I'm going to put this on the description box below too, so don't worry. But on my blog, I do beauty reviews, how-to tutorials, as well as reviews several places that I have visited over the world. So until then, take care, God bless, and I will see you later. Bye.